Do you have kids? Why are you asking me that?
Do you have kids?
How can you be judgmental on the dating app?
Okay, so am I. That's good. What's good about it? I don't like
you
guys.
wasn't born with whiskers.
I don't like guys doing side
bunny
poses.
ears.
Side poses. Oh, no, I was gonna say, do you want me to buy enough fillets so that when you come back during the week, you can make your own wrap?
Oh yeah. Remember, I told you I have a surprise for her today, so she doesn't know what we're going to be doing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Vi Gregory and this is Everything by Gregory. So I am getting ready to leave the house. So me and my sister, we're about to leave the house. We're going for a drive. We need to do something and go shopping. But if I tell her, let's do something, I want to put you on my channel, she's like, oh, okay, I'll try and figure out the time. My sister's like just always so organized and she likes to plan and prepare. But on our way, I'm just wearing my shoes at the moment. On our way, I am going to hit her with another surprise, and I want us to talk about what we spoke about in the kitchen last night. So I'm not going to tell you guys, I'm going to wait for her to tell you guys what we spoke about in the kitchen last night, and it's like a hot topic. I think it's a good topic to touch on and speak on, especially for single ladies like myself. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to go and put some things in the car. She's still upstairs. She's just finishing off and then we're gonna go, and yeah, so we will be having a discussion in the car. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be interesting, and yeah, I feel like you will love to know, you know, see things from our perspective. You know, some people might be able to relate to us, you never know. But hey, yeah, so I'm about to put on my shoes, put my boots on, and yeah, hit the road. So yeah, yeah, and also I want to do a Q&A. I want you guys to ask my sister questions. So hopefully the next video I do with my sister will be, you know, Q&A. I'm going to put it up on my Instagram, and those will be the questions I'll be asking her. So don't be shy, don't be afraid. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. And yeah, I look forward to your questions. And yeah, let me go. Hurry up before she catches me. So yeah, bye. All right. We are ready, guys.
Do you want me to... Oh, no, I was gonna say, do you want me to buy enough fillets so that when you come back during the week, you can make your own wrap?
Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Vi Gregory, and this is Everything by Gregory. This is my lovely and beautiful, gorgeous sister.
Leslie.
Yeah. So guys, remember I told you I have a surprise for her today. So she doesn't know what we're going to be doing. I know that's the whole point. Because if I ask you, you want to plan, you want to prepare. Viti, let me see what day on my calendar I'm free. So okay. we were going on a drive today. We've got like, how many more minutes of this journey? About 50 minutes. So let's do it. Yeah, so what I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to ask you any questions, don't worry, but we're just going to talk about, what did we talk about in the kitchen yesterday? That's what we're going to talk about.
So
okay, let me tell you the title. So the title of this video is going to be called My Tinder Experience. Our Tinder Experience. So yeah, we had a long conversation in the kitchen last night. So I just thought, when I was taking a shower today, I was like, why are we not even saying this? Because probably a lot of people can relate to us. So we just opened the Hinge, or I opened mine, and I was just like, because I'm newly single.
I guess a conversation came up about like some of like our pet peeves whilst being on social dating websites, but not only social dating websites or apps, for example, but even in person when meeting someone and they kind of like ask you information about yourself. So I think there was one particular thing that we both really agreed on.
Yeah, that stood out all the time. Yeah,
that stands out all the time. And I think this is more directed to if you're black, for example, is if you're a black person
being approached
and you're being approached by another black person, I don't know, I'm starting to find it very weird that after 2 sentences or maybe a couple of hours, not even hours, a couple of minutes of knowing each other, the person asks you where you from. Okay, so I want an opinion on this, because correct me if I'm wrong, personally I know if somebody is black, you're going to be, the likelihood is that you are Caribbean or African. And for me, I feel like I don't really feel like that's a question I need to ask straight away. I feel like there's so many more questions I can ask, and I feel like sometimes when you're having conversations, certain things come up that even give you indications to this person's cultural beliefs, values, and things like that. So I feel like the question, oh, what country are you from, or where you originally from, what does it really matter though? I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it from a wrong perspective or a different perspective, but I feel like it doesn't really add anything it doesn't add value to that little mini process you have at the beginning of getting to know someone. It's like me asking someone and he tells me, oh, I'm South African. Okay, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Or I'm from Barbados, I'm from wherever. Okay, cool. Like, I don't know, for me it doesn't really matter. I don't really care where the person comes from, so I guess maybe that's where I'm coming from. What do you think?
No, you're right. That's basic. My thing as well, what I add to what you said, is the whole, like, almost like a checkbox thing. Like, they're ticking boxes. Like, they just ask you the question, like, it's like so robotic. Like, where's this? You. Like, it's just, okay, for me, the one I always get is what you said. Where are you from? What ends you from? How old are you?
Do you have kids?
Do you have kids? Why are you asking me that?
Do you have kids? I feel like, and when you're a certain age, as well, for me personally, being the age that I am, which I'm not telling any of you, if a guy approaches me, and obviously on social dating apps you can see how old the person is. I know some people lie about their age, but potentially for me, I always
even
know
if I lie, that's my age for you. Like, I don't know you.
Okay, I'm not even talking about lying, but I'm just saying, like, I know that with the age that I'm at and I'm dating, there's a very high chance that the man has a child or children.
Yeah.
Because I put my dating to be from the age of like 34 to 42. So within that age bracket, I know that a lot of men already have children. So I don't even care to ask.
But the thing is, do you ever ask? You don't ask. So
I don't ask.
Even if it's on their profile or not, I don't ask. I want to get to know you.
Because children, I feel like questions like asking about kids,
you're already judging me.
It's a personal thing, and I feel like that's not even, you won't get to see anyone's kids anyway until, you know, it progresses far enough for you to be introduced to the person's kids. Like, children are very, very, like, private and serious factor. So, and I personally don't mind dating someone with children.
Did I say Tinder experience or my Hinge experience? Hinge, Tinder, all the same thing.
Well,
online dating.
You did start off by saying Tinder, but you also said Hinge afterwards.
Yeah, it's my Hinge experience, guys. My bad.
We're speaking about Hinge because I don't have Tinder anyway.
I've never had Tinder. I'm not really a Tinder person.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
I did now, but I don't get it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But yeah, so asking about kids, I don't know. Personally, I think people who ask questions about kids, they might be someone who don't have kids and maybe don't want to date somebody that has kids.
So they just ask that straight away. Like,
I'm open. I'm open to it, so I don't ask. And if you don't have it on your profile, you've chosen not to have it on your profile. Maybe as we speak and find that we're getting along and we have things in common, then that question can come up, or you might decide you want to open up and tell me by yourself.
I just don't like to be talking like I'm getting to know someone and it feels like an interview. How old are you? Where are you from? What age you from? What do you do? Do you have kids? Excuse me? You messaged me because you like me. You didn't message me because of... And then it's like, if you're not answering the questions the way they, if it's not to their liking, the conversation dies, and then you've just missed out on knowing an amazing person or a great person because maybe the person might potentially be from Zambia or Congo or Nigeria, and you don't want to date someone from there, or maybe you're just like Caribbean girls, or you don't like African girls. I don't know. People have different weird, and I don't like that preferences, and it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, for an example,
they don't even ask your birthday.
No, they don't even.
Or your favorite color.
They don't even ask your birthday or color. And for me, it's kind of like you skip the small talks. That's fine, but then for me, asking where someone is from, it's just not a big deal.
Is that me?
So, for example, I recently joined Hinge, and then there was a guy we matched, and we were talking. So I found that he has like kind of from the same field of my work, but just for a bit different though. Not exactly the same role, but you know, same field of mental health and supporting young people. So that we had in common, which was great. We had a conversation about that and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, the next question is, where are you from? I was just thinking, oh, this dead out question. So then I kind of suggested to him, I said, well, I'm trying to keep things on the level of like giving us the opportunity of actually finding out things about each other from the conversations that we're building.
Would you like?
Like, for example, you might tell me your favorite food, and that gives me an indication on like some of your travel experiences, or you know, the kind of like maybe friends you may have. Or if you know, sometimes
well, if we're going on a date, it'll be easy. Okay, you like Italian, you like,
yeah, and then it's like you can ask questions like, oh, have you been to Italy before, blah blah blah. Then you might hear stuff like, oh no, I've got a friend who's Italian, or a family member who's Italian, and then you get to asking these questions naturally. So he asked that question. I said to him, I said, I find those things are nice when you kind of like build more of a conversation, and then it naturally just kind of comes out. So I was just like, let's keep it interesting, sort of thing, because honestly, asking where somebody is from don't get nobody nowhere, and that's that. So we spoke a little bit. It was all right. I did feel like the conversation was getting a bit dead anyway, and
he doesn't know where you're from. He's like, I don't know where she's from. I'm not talking. And it's just, this is the word with judgmental. How can you be judgmental on the dating app?
It was just getting dead. He proposed having a call. I said cool, but then I did miss his call. He did say he was gonna call at a certain time. He didn't call, and I missed it. And unfortunately, I don't get notifications from the app. Then I called back, and it just didn't happen. I was like, okay, whatever. We both were busy. It is what it is. Then when we do finally get talking again, considering the fact he hasn't found out anything about me during this time, no additional information, nothing, yeah, he asked me the same question again. And I was just like, well, since you insist on asking me this question again, this is where I'm from. And then he was just like, oh, okay, so am I. That's good. What's good about it? What's good about it? Because if I'm honest, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not stuck to one culture, and I'm not stuck to one like kind of person. In fact, I feel like I would have much preferred he wasn't from where I was from, if I'm honest. I think I would have preferred. I think I would have taken this whole situation a bit more better. And guess what? I unmatched him.
Did you?
Yeah, because it became dead after. What was the point?
Oh, you see?
It was just dead. I was like, what was the point? Like, you didn't need to ask me that question.
It's so irritating.
Like, for whatever reason, you had your motive as to why you asked me. It wasn't because you had a genuine interest or cared about where I was. Like my sister said, there's like a tick box system that people are using to tick things off. As a professional, we're both professionals.
But if you notice, it's mostly men that do that. Ladies
yeah,
don't.
And then he asked me this question, asking me if I live alone or if I live with family.
That's
quite invasive if you ask me. Why do you need to know who I live with? I don't know. Does anyone not find this invasive?
It's very invasive.
I don't ask people, because when women ask this question, we're seen as gold diggers, because if he says he lives alone, then he's more financially stable than if he says he lives at home. But when men do it,
they don't want to be judged. Yeah, they don't.
So I was just like, you know what? So I just kind of unmatched him, because if these are the kind of generic questions you're gonna ask, which look more like social questions, then I don't want to know. You don't ask me what I do for fun. You didn't ask me
your hobbies,
my interests. You didn't ask me what makes my brain tick. You know what? And none of that really.
Favorite food, your favorite movie. What's the last movie you watched?
Thank you.
What's on your playlist right now? Like,
thank you. What are you listening
questions.
to?
If you don't know, then you Google. I Google a lot.
Or what's your favorite movie, for example? You know, like, there's so many questions that people could be asking, but they want to ask, you know, even stuff to do with like current affairs and even stuff like that. But people don't want to ask you those questions. They want to ask where you're from.
Like once they know what country you're from, it's like, yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't know
what it means to them.
I don't know what it means.
Like I said, especially if I'm dating somebody that's black, I'm not asking you that question. I just don't see the relevance in it. I don't.
And to me, yeah, Bess, I'm not trying to be funny. It's only black men that ask me that question. On Hinge, I swear to God, if I show you my Hinge, no white man has asked me, okay, because I'm looking for a white man, guys. No white man has asked me, where am I from? They have never. They just say, you look like a queen, black queen, beautiful. They don't even ask me, funnily enough. And I'm not even they don't ask me. It's only black men, black boys. I don't talk to boys. Black men.
And the thing is, you would think that other people from other ethnicities would be more curious to know, because obviously they're not of the same race.
They've never asked me where I'm from. A black man, another thing that happened, yeah, a black man asked me my name. Okay, I didn't use my real name on Hinge, but he asked me my real name, and I told him that, yeah, he's like, is that your name? And I was like, yeah. He's like, so who gave you that name? Your parents? Or did you give yourself that name? Can you imagine? And this is a guy from the same place as me. And he was just being so, what's that word when you just say, he's the one that asked me, he's not like them uncles. I'm thinking,
but you are acting like them right now.
What's wrong with uncles?
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, and because he had a really English accent, he didn't have an African accent. So
he was trying to pride himself,
like,
but
it's
not
something
sounding
good.
African, like it was something.
Yeah, I'm not like these uncles.
We like the uncles.
We like the uncles. We want the uncles.
We want them. We like them. Thank you.
So that just irritates me. I haven't even used my Hinge for a while, and I don't like online dating. I don't meet anybody off there. No one has actually even met me off there. I'm trying to think. Nope. Unless you bumped into me, but I don't. This is the reason why. Because there's too much crazy people. How can you just be asking? It's almost like asking my I might as well just send you my ID.
Yeah.
I put my passport information. Like, I don't get
this point.
So yeah, I don't like all that. So that's one of my pet peeves. Like it's not only for Hinge. It's even in general. Like when I meet a guy, I can meet a guy out in the club or bar, and it's just something that is just reoccurring with, you know, men of my color. Unfortunately, they always have. It's like they just want. Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know? You want to know how you're gonna. What's it for? You want? Does it? You're so. I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's my biggest issue on online dating. I don't know if you have any other points.
I think that's my biggest issue, because for me, like I said, I don't discriminate on ethnicity, on race or whatever. I don't. So, you know, those kind of questions, it's not, I don't know, it's important, but I just don't feel like it's important when you've I just don't feel like it's important when you've started talking to someone on Hinge for the first day or the first week. I mean, like I said, there's some conversations when you're engrossed in a conversation and you're actually enjoying each other's company, some of this information slips through.
Yeah.
Without you even knowing, because it's flowing naturally. And that's how you get, you know, you form that attachment where you're like, actually, I want to get to know this person. I'm actually liking this person. But all these questions that, you know, throw an answer, then ask the next question, throw an answer, is very unnatural.
And the thing is, they kill the conversation when they do that. Okay, where are you from? I'm from Alaska. Okay. And then all they're going to reply is okay. What else are you going to ask me? What else are you going to ask me? I think one even asked me, when did I come to this country? I was like, wow. And it was still a black man. It was not even a white man. Don't know what you're going to do with my ethnicity or what country I'm from. I don't know what it's going to do for you. I don't know if it tickles your balls, but just stop doing it.
Yeah.
It throws women off. They probably do it to white women too.
I don't know, for me personally.
Yeah, I feel like they would. Oh, where are you from? And the poor girl be like, yeah, I'm Polish. You know, it's annoying.
It's annoying, like.
So clearly you shouldn't be here. If you're looking for it, then just get off online dating.
But I feel like that's why sometimes I like some elements of Bumble, because I have used Bumble before.
Oh, okay.
It's because like it sometimes gives you questions, like you can actually select questions.
I've never.
And those questions kind of sometimes make it interesting.
Okay.
So obviously, if you know you can't generate questions by yourself, you can send a question, and then the person will answer. And sometimes it's questions you wouldn't have thought to ask. So that's why sometimes I would say I did take advantage of that quite a lot of times, because yes, I didn't want to do the whole boring thing. That's
again. Why at the beginning, remember what I said? I said, ask me what song is on my playlist. What was the last movie I watched? What series am I watching right now? Let's chat about something. Why do you like that series? Who's your favorite character? Then you'll know people by even getting to, you know, even by my music, you'll get to know the kind of person I am. My hobbies, my interests, not my fucking country. My country doesn't define me. It has nothing to do with me. So you see that stone? It just hit my country's got nothing to do with the movies I watch. You will see. I've seen a Nigerian rock star. I've seen a Nigerian rock star, and I've also seen like a Kenyan country music fan. I had a girl I was working with in my workplace, and she loved live music.
Yeah.
She used to watch, what was that thing she used to watch? You know, acapellas. She'll watch live acapellas. This is a black girl watching acapellas to, you know, to keep her motivated in the office. You know, so you don't want to judge people.
And I think where everyone is kind of like very diverse, born in different countries, some people not even raised by their own biological parents, you know, just me saying I'm Nigerian is not enough to try and maybe, you know, guess or have this stereotypical view of how I am as a person. So that's why I feel like, and we live in a country like the UK, so it's kind of like you expect the unexpected. Like everyone's horizon is so different. Like you can't just assume because someone is from a certain place or grew up in a certain area that you know exactly how they're gonna be, what they're gonna like, or what they're gonna do. You know, so that's why I feel like it's not important.
That's my issue. Like I just yeah. You can ask me anything. Just stop asking me where am I from, what ends. Oh, you're a big man and you're asking me what ends. And the thing is, I would never chat to a young guy. So you asking me at your age, what area am I from? Whereabouts do I live? Oh, that is it. Whereabouts? So where do you live? Whereabouts do you live? Really? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to meet you. I'm going to meet you where. If we're going on a date, I will meet you there.
You don't even know what country.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
You don't know what country I've been to.
Yeah, at least ask me. Oh, so when did you last travel? What was the last country you visited?
What was your best holiday?
Yeah.
If you had to go on holiday right now, where would you go?
Give me travel. What is it? Travel tips for, you know, take 2. So what else? Okay, let's move on from that. What else do you think is your pet peeve on my pet peeve? Okay, I have a pet peeve. My pet peeve is people that only take selfies. I don't know if that's yours.
No, do you know what? Yeah? It's not the selfies for me. Okay, this is gonna sound really mean and shallow, but you know, like sometimes, yeah, a guy will take pictures, yeah, with his friends or colleagues. Yeah. And now there's a selection of men, and then I find one attractive. Yeah. I'm now hoping that the one I find attractive is the one who owns his profile. Yeah. Then I start scrolling, I can still see him and his colleagues and friends again. Then we see the last picture of him. I know. And it's the one that upsets me. Sometimes allow the group pictures. Not too much. You can put you. We're dating you. Yeah. Why all the group pictures? Exactly. You see family, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that, but just family I don't mind. Normally when I see a guy with his family, most especially I've seen a lot of guys who upload with their parents, their mum, most especially. I don't mind stuff like that. I find that kind of cute. If anything, even if I wasn't really feeling you, just because you're a family oriented person, I might actually just like want to talk to you just so that I can see if we match, and then you might actually be cool. But yeah, mine is selfies and filtered pictures. Filtered pictures. I don't like. I don't like. You wasn't born with whiskers. I don't like guys doing side poses. Side poses. All you can see is this. Yeah, or dumb angles like here, and all I can see is your chin. Or you're flexing because of gym. But then do you know what's thing? The worst thing is that men will ask you for a full body pic. Yeah. Or you got a full body pic. Do you have a full picture? You complain that and the guy. This is the other one. Guys who might say to you, "Can I have your number?" when the conversation hasn't even gone anywhere. Thank you. After asking me where I'm from, exactly. Can we talk on WhatsApp? No, we can't fucking talk on WhatsApp. I ain't got WhatsApp. I'm like, I ain't even got a phone. Can't talk on WhatsApp. Sorry. Who told you I have WhatsApp? What is WhatsApp? Can we talk on WhatsApp? No. That means you're gonna have my number. WhatsApp is number. It's not like it's another app that I can block and delete you. Yeah, those things right there. My permanent number. No. Sorry, sir. That never work. Things are not back to normal as people want to believe, but you know we're getting there. Yeah, I haven't gone on a date in a while actually. Yeah, I love cinema dates. I love normal things. You know. Same. We don't need the heating, do we? No, it's hot. I don't know why you put it on. Okay. I like little things, going cinema, going walks on like the riverbank sides, Canary Wharf, sitting outside having a drink. Doesn't have to be alcoholic either. It can be any kind of drink. going to a coffee shop and Starbucks, getting a frappuccino, iced latte, you know, little things like that to kind of like get to know each other. But yeah, I think that's it for me, really.
Yeah, so that's just one of our number one pet peeves. But
let us know your thoughts. Like, ask,
yeah,
like,
let us communicate with us.
make some
Are we wrong? Are
comments.
we, is that good?
Are
Is
we
it
doing
good to
too
ask
much?
This? Yeah, is it good to
tell
ask
us
those
about
questions? Because we don't ask
tell
those
us about
questions.
your crazy experiences as well, so that we can make a part 2 and, you know, talk about some of those experiences, because sometimes it's hard to think on the spot as well, but we might even be able to relate to some of the stuff that you guys talk about as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in, and yeah, we'll see you on our next. What we're gonna do next? We need to think. I want to do a Q&A. I want like people on my Insta and people in the comments to ask you questions.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to answer them.
Yeah, so tell people they can throw the questions then, and then that'll be the next video. If you ask no questions, then I'm free.
And you wanna give your socials? Do you want people to add you?
Yeah, my name is Vesley.Gregory on Instagram. That's my main social that I use. I don't really use other socials.
So what is the meaning of all these?
That's it. YouTube as well. I think you can find me Vesley as well. And I'll most likely upload this video as well.
Yeah, I'll edit it and send it to you.
Yeah. So that's it. So feel free to ask me questions and drop some, you know, comments. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.
Bye.